Dis-moi comment tu fais l'amour, l'amour, l'amour. Love, love dur pour toujours.
I gave you even with a t-shirt. When did you know that you were a poet?
Well, when my mother told me I was a poet, I think. I don't know. Long before I was one, I just had a calling, I think.
Do you remember like something of the first thing that you wrote? Was it a song, a poem?
It's really embarrassing actually, but I think I was 2 or 1.5, 2, and my mum was putting me to bed. I don't remember, but she said, this is what she said. She laid me down. She said, lay down your head, and apparently I sat up and went, head and bed, head and bed. And they were my first words.
Lovely.
A true story.
I love it. I know you like William Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like in particular, like your favorite poem is?
The one about the little boy piping down the meadows wild, you know? It's a vision of rural Arcady, you know?
I can only remember Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright.
Yeah, it makes me think of the mentalist now these days though, you know? Yeah, it was a series about a serial killer, and he's obsessed with the poem Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright in the forest of the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame symmetry? Yeah. Yeah, well, William Blake for me is some like a mystical grandfather figure. I can't really touch or be with. He seems quite distant, and the world was a much more unspoiled place, you know. The kind of poetry he wrote about complete freedom of nature. But yeah, no, too many people who I genuinely relate to and are influenced by lots of writers. Yeah, a lot of what I call like honky noir, which is this thing that I've been.
Yeah, that's something that you wrote on.
Yeah, people like Nelson Algren or Dashiell Hammett, or you know Nelson Algren.
No.
You wrote The Man with the Golden Arm.
The Man with the Golden Arm?
Yeah. It's an incredible novel about the underbelly of America, or the senior side of the American dream, the American nightmare, if you like. Similar to Hunter S. Thompson? Yeah, you will.
They were both artists like you. I mean, William Blake made paintings, and Hunter S. Thompson. Oh no, it wasn't him that did the drawings, I guess.
No, it was Ralph Steadman, yeah. But they worked amazingly hand in hand, Ralph Steadman and Hunter S. Thompson. I don't think ever, I don't think there's ever been a greater meeting of an artist and prose or fiction than Ralph Steadman and Hunter S. Thompson.
Can you tell us, or me, I mean, a little bit about the paintings of the exhibition?
Yeah, I can try. It's about being in Normandy and in a certain frame of mind, like the fantasy life of poetry and crime, as expressed in, shall we say, Maurice Leblanc. But if Maurice Leblanc had been born, I don't know, 100 years later, you know. So.
How long did it take you to make these?
Oh, I don't know, half an hour.
Oh, for each one?
No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's been a bit of a mad rush, really, the last couple of weeks, yeah. There was a couple that are a little bit older, but because it's mainly stencils and using lyrics from some songs that I've written recently, yeah.
And is this, so it's a bit confinement work? Is it like, have you been over there under the lockdown?
Yeah, complete lockdown, isn't it? It's like the whole world's locked down.
Where do you work? Do you have an affiliate?
Yeah. There's a lovely fellow called Frank. And what's his surname, babe?
I don't know.
Anyway, he owns a restaurant in Etretat called the Marie Antoinette. He rented me a little space on the other side of the valley. I think he's going to live there eventually, but at the moment it's just an empty, huge, cold warehouse. Yeah. So, yeah, I just got some rum and some of my favourite books, and yeah, just immerse myself in honky noir, really.
How long would you like do a session of work? Could you stay in there all day?
No, that's the dream, isn't it? That's my dream life, is just to the outside world and just get stuck into writing and reading, drinking and listening to the audiobook of Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is a fantastic book.
I love
And
that.
I can't get enough of that book. The whole atmosphere, the whole.
Any movies that you saw lately that you liked?
Yeah, I do watch modern films intermittently, but I'm a bit of an obsessive about the films I watch. I watch the same films, a couple of times a year.
Favorites?
John Huston's Beat the Devil. You know that film? Beat the Devil. No? Peter Lorre, Humphrey Bogart. And The Man with the Golden Arm, the movie of that film. Sorry, the movie of the book. It's one of the rare times when the book is got matched in glory by the film, you know. Like Maltese Falcon. No?
No.
Yes, you do. The Maltese Falcon. There's a falcon, a black falcon encrusted with jewels. And Humphrey Bogart plays Sam Spade, the private detective. And let's sink into that atmosphere, the ambience of the film. I love it. In fact, he plays Humphrey Bogart. There he is. That was supposed to be him.
It's nice to see your is it pencil?
Yeah, it's
just your drawing, very good.
And Edward G. Robinson, you know Edward G. Robinson?
No, sorry.
He's an incredible actor. He's about somewhere, yeah. So you see a lot of film noir characters, and then characters how I imagine they look from books that I've read.
Do you have any self-portraits? Do you do that?
Yeah, well, they're all sort of self-portraits, really. I think there's only one which was really started as a self-portrait, it didn't really end as one. Which is here. That was my silhouette, but that's the man with the golden arms as well. That's supposed to be my silhouette, I think, years ago. If I mess this one, this is one of the oldest ones. There's Nico, I don't know what she's doing now. And this one,
I see it.
and this one maybe was a self-portrait at some point. Tell me about it. And this, I suppose this guy is a little bit self-portrait when I have shorter hair, but he or she pops up in a lot of different nationalities and guises and sexualities, and she or he's going to be a character in a future book I haven't written yet. And that's Nancy Carroll. I watch any of her films again and again. She's good. Nancy Carroll.
So you're going to write a novel?
Oh no, that's the dream. I don't really have the discipline or the solitude, but...
Do you know what it would be about? Would it be about yourself, or would it be like a fiction of...
I wouldn't want to speculate.
Your memoirs?
It'd just be a glorified version of myself.
Who do you like identify with in a novel? Do you have like that's me?
I think when I first read Brighton Rock, I thought that I was Pinky for a little bit, but that's not very aspirational and not very positive. Yeah, no, it's not a good place to be. It's not a good person to want to be. Maybe Humphrey Bogart in Beat the Devil. only because he's in a really bad spot, and somehow he manages to navigate the waters of ethics. Well, he's not really that ethical actually. He just wants to make some money, but yeah, he ends up doing it right in the end, which is what. Yeah, so that's really, it's not a film noir at all because it has quite a happy ending, I suppose.
It is, which is maybe a bit presumptuous. I was going to ask you if you're happy.
If you're happy, you can't hesitate, can you? You know what I mean? If you're happy, you don't hesitate. You know you're happy. I'm happy. I feel close to happiness. But no, I'm a bit sick because of this fucking van that's been taken by the Marie, you know, the council, Marie.
The Mairie.
I heard a little bit of something.
Yeah, it's got all my journals in, right, and it would be perfect to give you some stuff in Ozzy. It's pissed me off. Also, before we get back to normal, you've got to find a van, so that's just a personal complication. I'm happy enough, yeah, I'm happy enough. But I do know what real happiness is, and I'm looking forward to feeling it again sometime soon. Yeah.
What do you think love is?
What do you think love is?
I think it's something unexplainable.
Well, there you go. That's not much of an answer, is it?
Well, it's just...
You can't...
It's invisible. You know, it's like the soul. You kind of know it's there, but you don't know what it is.
This is what you think or what you know?
I'm just like saying what I'm thinking right now. Like, I don't know. Absolutely not. I'm just improvising.
Love is improvisation. Well, yeah, no, even more so though, if you see love, and you recognise love, and you know what love is, but you don't have any love yourself, you know, that's what creates like real, well, the opposite of love, it creates hate, yeah, I think. Knowing that something exists and you can't have it, no, that always fills me with joy, seeing a happy couple.
Oh, good.
Or doesn't it? They're the bastards, how dare they be happy?
Fills me with joy to see so many typewriters.
I know. Well, it's the same one stenciled, but I've got a bit of a collection. It's one of my guilty secrets. It's my typewriter collection. I've got like 140.
Really?
Yeah, it's in England. I like your shoes.
Oh, thanks a lot. I've got loads of leaves.
Very cool. Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna send you some stuff for your magazine.
That was so good. So lovely.
Yeah. No, I really feel like we got a kinship here. Definitely.
Love, 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 love. Montre-moi comment tu fais l'amour, l'amour, l'amour. Love, love dur pour toujours.